Damn.
You like that way to start the show off, don't you, Jay?
The show off. Yeah.
The show off?
That's the show off. Exactly.
Are you happy now, Jay?
I'm not gay, but I am happy. I got my pictures posted.
How's your host?
Well, I learned today that Comcast actually probably could have been hosting my pictures all along. You know, letting them pay for my band. Right. I got a real weird way of hosting. I've got to put in each picture and it generates a unique code for each one. That's a pretty big picture there. I also have to Photoshop each picture to get it down to 40 by, or 400 by 300. I have to save it for the web so that it condenses it down to like 20, 30 meg, or K, not meg, kilobytes. There's pictures of him washing the windows, see? I thought they were cute. For Drew fans.
I want him to get up so bad.
And when you're not here, you know, when you close the door, then I start doing the Big Brother report
At this
lately.
moment, the emotions that I'm feeling.
We've been having it in the show every day. That's what we're hearing in the background now.
We've been saying that.
What's that?
We haven't been very loud though. Check my volumes on my levels and what have you. Oh, there she's smelling a pit. Dreamer's about the only person who puts on more caps on that website. Jokers. Updates. Yeah.
You're the man.
Well, me and there's another guy that is the man. John UK. He's from England, but he tapes the whole thing. And then he can go back and take the caps at peak moments. You know, I'm just getting them live as we go.
Well, Travis.
Take your name.
Those are pictures from Eliminate.
Was she on it?
It was the dude that was there. He was the cowboy Eric. He was the fireman Eric last year. A big favorite. Got eliminated early.
Who's gonna win?
This year,
So good. And
I'm thinking.
that security's so tight because somebody had a hit out of them to kill them.
What did she say that was?
Yeah, they still had, contracted dates.
Match.com. See, he's a website designer. He's also an undertaker.
Or whatever the percentage of the theater is.
Match.com's a date site.
He had a hitman out.
For himself, for fixing up black pimping people, I guess. You know, it looked all funny. He's a good writer. I mean, it's good HTML.
Dude, you never know what. That's crazy.
Is there any others from J Light? No.
Great concert though. He didn't even have like any bother.
No, back a page. Oh, you went to page 4.
They just don't know where he was going.
Back that far. Liquor is quicker and candy is dandy are both mine. June bug on a string. Let's see, I get into the torturing. See, it's on that leaf and there. He's got the string holding it there.
Now, why do you guys do that? Why do you do that?
I take pictures of them torturing bugs because I'm into bug bondage. They tie the bug up and then they walk it on a leash. They fly it around the house. How bored do you got to be taking a bug for a walk around the, tying them up and then having them fly with a string around? Instead of out now killing them, we're back to
screws flying up?
Well, it kind of flew. I'll tell you what, a dragonfly did a lot better than the June bug did. Yeah, June bugs with the hard shells.
Catch a dragonfly, tie him to a string.
Tie a string loosely around his thorax, right around the middle. Don't interfere with his legs. And then you fly him around, He takes off and you go with him holding the end of his leash. And everybody asks you, you go, I'm walking my dragonfly.
Interesting.
And that's pretty cool. But, and then there's the SPCA, prevention of cruelty to animals. Does that qualify as animal cruelty?
I don't believe so.
You're allowed to kill bugs and, just play with them. You're not really killing them. You're not going to eat them, so it's not playing with your food.
Wouldn't it be like your dog or something?
A dog that lasts 12 hours maybe because it's going to die.
Is keeping a fish in a fish tank cruelty to animals?
Well, I've got an unusual philosophy on it because you do have to consider, like, if you want to smoke the Sinsemilla pot,
You gotta kill the plant.
no, well, you got to kill the plant, but you also have to keep that little virgin girl until her buddies get huge and she's just crying out for sex, but you don't give her sex. You deny her, and she just becomes a full female until she tries to seed herself, so become hermaphrodite. And then she'll seed herself. You see what I'm saying? And then you kill it. As soon as it changes sex, kill the sucker. Can't have hermaphrodites. So, what I'm saying is that torture to keep a plant from having sex with anything just to make it a better smoke? I think that's cruel to the plant. They should be out in the field just spreading the pollen.
Spread the pollen.
Mm-hmm. That way we got another generation of good seed. You know what I'm saying? Same with the fish. They can't, if they're not, you put them in there with a bunch of boys, maybe they'd have fun, but they ain't having sex.
Why do they make Sinsemilla then? So it doesn't have any seeds?
So it doesn't have any seeds.
That's
It's a
the
female plant that has been
Fertilized.
unjazzed with, right. It was
And
born a
then
virgin and it dies a virgin.
And it tries to pollinate itself after a period of time.
About half of them turn hermaphrodite.
How do you
But
know
the
this,
ones
Jay?
that don't, I studied a lot of genetics in college, and that was a lot of years ago, but they started with sweet pea.
And migrated to him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
No, that was your self-study?
Mm-hmm. There was one story in the 60s about a scientist for the government that kept changing the genetic structure of pot. He was working on pot. He kept making it, doubling the chromosomes in it by using some kind of foot fungus medicine. Things they use on gout, the medicine they use. He'd apply it to plants, and the pot would be poisonous because of that. But the seeds would contain double the genetic material and wouldn't have a trace of that chemical on it. You'd treat so many plants and some of them survive this harsh treatment, then you'd end up with this new super breed of pot. And they're saying some of that spud escaped, but I don't believe it. There's the Cotton Society, and then there's the Hemp Society. People have been using hemp forever. It came from God, People that sell you cotton don't want you using the other product. So we're in the middle of a cotton society. We're ruled by the cotton heads. Speaking of oil heads, Jesus, did you see how much gas is? $50 a barrel.
I saw it today when I filled up my tank, man. $2.13 for premium.
Remember when Bush was screeching during his election that he ought to open up the pumps, tell them to open the spigot because it went up to $27 a barrel?
He told them, didn't he?
He told them to clamp it down.
Now, why do you
What's the price at the pump? I mean,
think $2.13?
If the barrel doubles, why didn't it do more than double at the pump?
Haven't reached yet.
Do you think the oil companies are in the habit of giving us a break? Or do you think there might be a little election year kind of pricing going on? After the election, the true cost of gas is going to hit us at $5. $50 a barrel is a Nihilus to $5. When it's $10 a barrel, it was only $1.
A Nihilus.
What's that word? Let's look that one up.
Well, you can't look up how to say it.
I know. Well, you could.
Nuclear.
Nuclear. Well, Well, shit, I do better than the president. You know, I'm ready for politics. This is my platform. So, what is this election about? Seems to be about Vietnam. I'm an expert.
On Vietnam?
I'm pretty much an expert on
Did you
Vietnam.
go to Vietnam?
No. I had a lottery number. I was 108, which means I was within 2 people of not going, but I was going. And then that fabulous man, Richard Nixon, said, we're bringing everybody back, so that kind of ended the draft.
That fabulous man Nixon?
Well, anybody that ends the draft, he did all horrible things all his life, and that one saving me did it for me.
Nixon was a good president, man.
Compared to the shithole we're in now, you betcha. I mean, the dude was conservative right-wing, but at least he wasn't in cahoots. He wasn't one of the scoundrels. He wasn't in the Bush evil empire.
Was he?
No.
I don't think he was.
Mm-mm. But he was pretty much a front man for it, so. What can we do today, though, to wreck it? Let's ask where Bush was at the time that Christmas that Kerry said he was in Cambodia, that they're questioning whether or not he was on a river that's on the border of Cambodia or not.
The Dong Nai.
Hell no, he was 4 clicks from there. Because everybody says miles over there. I go, well, fuck, I ain't from there. How many clicks was it, son of a bitch? They don't have miles over there, see. It's like the pounded burger or the, you know, quarter pounder. They don't have quarter pounders. It's the El Grande.
The 2.5.
So
0.25.
why don't we ask how come he couldn't take a piss test for his fucking flight as required? Too much cocaine there, George?
Why do you care?
I don't. Well, it pisses me off. He got busted for cola, and he's done more cola than me in my whole life. And he's our president. He's still doing it.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Hey, I may be wrong, but I think the CIA's bringing the heroin in from Afghanistan. You know, call me crazy. Find out why we were in Vietnam, you're pretty much back to the same fucking fields of Afghanistan and how to get it out of it. The road of heroin and travel into Vietnam, fly out of it. While the French controlled it and while we controlled it. And I think the CIA was so much involved, they had a little airline called Air America. They made a little movie called Air America. And now we got a radio station called Air America. I mean, they're left-wingers, but Jesus Christ.
You think there's a joke in there?
I think it's, yeah, it's all CIA still.
The left and the right?
You gotta wonder. Have a cigarette. You quitting?
Isn't that where the independents come in? Isn't that where I want to vote Nader? Tell me why I don't want to vote Nader, Jay.
Well, he's a traitor.
He's a traitor.
Yeah.
Okay? You know this.
He doesn't do as he says. He invested in a lot of stocks in different companies that he was pretty much fighting against. All at the same time, all the rest of us hippies invested in companies that were, quote, green, you know, helping the economy, helping the ecology. Yeah, they sucked. I did try to invest in a mining company, but my name wasn't Bush, so I didn't get rich. In fact, I lost money. There's one of them. That was my earliest stock buy. Well, that's a whole episode right there. The Klondike Big Inch Land Company, Inc.
We already had a show about that stupid fucking piece of paper.
But I bought other mining shit besides that. That ain't my only mining fiasco.
I guess my grandfather bought land in Florida underwater. I was thinking if there maybe
underwater. He bought swamp underwater. It's only underwater half the time. Because when the tide goes out, you can see it.
Well, they were going to develop it, you know.
Yeah, you can't develop swampland.
Well, I'm thinking, how about this?
Mm-hmm.
Put a claim in down there in Florida after that hurricane,
Mm-hmm.
saying that my land that I own is now flooded, man, and I want
Permanently flooded. And you know, that might fly. That ain't a bad idea. You already own the swamp that they sold you. I got a bridge in fucking New York called the Brooklyn. You want to buy it? I'll sell you a bridge.
Bridge.
Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah. Going into New York, you can own it.
Why would you want to own that?
Set up tolls. Charge people.
Okay.
When they closed the tunnels because of a terrorist alert, everybody's got to take your toll bridge.
You think they'll be stuck?
Ooh, speaking of stuck in New York, what's happening this week? Is it this week that the Republicans start their big party in New York?
Mm-hmm.
I heard prostitutes are going to take their money and then spit on them.
Let's see. We ought to do something special.
Mm-hmm.
Republican convention.
You want to go and do a remote? We'll be sitting there, it'll be like the Hindenburg. Oh my God, the humanity of it all. Millions dying.
Can you imagine?
Well, I heard they have a new bullhorn that they're going to blast music and announcements at the protesters. It hits 150 decibels.
Right. Blow your eardrum.
Blow your eardrums at 130 decibels.
So we'll wear
A jet
earplugs,
landing is 120 right.
headphones. Put on our headphones.
Earplugs, headphones, MP3 players, blasting our own music. Exactly. I think you're going to need more than that. I'd say wear the full football uniform.
And chest protector.
Chest protectors so that those bean bags don't leave a big welt.
Is that? Are you allowed to wear a chest protector
No.
around? That's illegal.
Yes.
Is it? Even if you're unarmed?
Yes.
You're bullshit.
You're not allowed to walk around in armor.
Why not?
Those bank robbers, that's why not. Them ones in California, they had fucking, what is the shit that make bulletproof vests? They had it under their clothes everywhere, under their ski masks. Those bullets were bouncing off of them. If they didn't catch them in a joint or something, they just didn't penetrate. I don't know though, you hit me in the eyeball or something, how can you protect your eyes with it? You know, they have bulletproof goggles yet?
Probably.
So you just go out as the armored man that, you know, bring out the elephant gun.
Yeah,
We need a bazooka to stop these
A
fuckers.
small tactical nuclear device wouldn't help that, would it?
No, you'd be gone. Yeah, it wouldn't even slow it down. It might push you back a few feet before you disintegrate it.
It'd use it as fuel and consume it.
Burn it to you. Well, you wouldn't care. You'd be
You'd be
gone.
part of the chain reaction.
Right. Your atoms would actually start exploding with the other atoms as you collapsed inward towards the black hole in the center for a second. Mm-hmm. But would you time travel? So I watched Napoleon Dynamite last night. It was a great movie.
What's Napoleon Dynamite?
It's this kid in high school, but his brother gets these plans off the internet for a time travel machine. So they build it and they strap this wires to his head and shit. He turns it on, he's going, turn it off, turn it off. Oh fuck, I hate to be the first one to try one, you know.
Was it funny?
Yeah. The guy's a real dork, reminded me of me in high school.
It was just shocking him or something?
Around his head. Boom! Ah, turn it off! We got to try that on our show. We'll get that actual device and rebuild it. We'll get the plans.
And put it on you.
And put it on me. You know those car gasket things that, you know, you put on hoses with to tighten down? He had one the size of his head. You know, it was a big one. Wasn't that big, but...
Cute.
Funny little movie. Quirky. I recommend it.
Can the kids watch it?
Yeah.
Well, give me a copy of
You got it.
it. You got a copy?
Yep. You got your .net today. You don't want to even talk about it?
I don't even want the stuff.
You want .net. I gave you .net though, didn't I?
I do want it.
Well, see, you got to install it and tell me if it works. I'm afraid. He also said don't register it, but I believe it's Ball State's corporate copy, so it comes up with the number in it, like corporate copies do. So, let's see, let's recap here. I've got Office 2003 corporate copy, I've got .NET 2003 corporate copy, and I've got XP Pro and Server 2003 corporate. How much is all that worth? Can we bundle that and sell it on the street? How much should I be charging for boots of that?
Nothing.
10%?
No.
What about my time?
No.
What about my labor and materials? What if I save Microsoft its profit of 80%?
Have you put the Service Pack 2 on yet?
No, and I'm not going to, are you?
No. It
Well,
sounds
see,
like it's fucking...
And the thing is I've got automatic update. I might have accidentally said go ahead and do any update you want. It might have already done it.
Norton sent me a letter, said it screwed their shit up, and so they had a patch for their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to make sure that you knew.
You get a new service pack, and it needs a patch, or
Well, they
else
said it's
everything's
got
working fine.
Windows Security Manager's in it, now a
Mhm.
new feature, and that conflicts with the Norton Security Manager.
Does that mean you even need Norton anymore? If Microsoft actually included a good package? Is that what they're actually trying to do, is cut out the virus companies?
Sure.
They fucked with everybody else in the business. Why not Norton
Well,
and
see, people bitch
McAfee.
that they're not secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft says, well, that's a great place for third-party packages. Why are they bitching?
Mm-hmm.
You want us to show you how to do it? Then we'll show you how to do it.
And they do it in there.
Right.
Which has always made sense to me to use like the FTP, the web stuff, except sometimes
That's not secure.
it's not secure and it gets hacked as hell.
Well, some
I had
of
the
it
Red
is
Chinese hack my website once. Left a little letter.
secure. You had a fucking worm, man.
Well, that was many boots ago, man. That was many, many boots. I got rid of my worms.
I'm leaving.
Hey, thanks for dropping.
Hey, Jay, thanks a lot. I'll see you on a later date.
Alrighty.
See ya.
I'll try to work something out. Big Brother update was on Fish all around. They're getting more screen time than any one of you on that show. Saw Marcellus and Gretchen this morning. Oh, wait a minute. What time is it? They're on right now. That's what we should be watching. The live. CBS.com. Let's see, today's Wednesday. What would they be doing?
So I'm Gretchen Massey here with Marcellus Reynolds. Today is Tuesday. This is Rapid Fire.
Yeah, wait a minute. I got you. Hang on.
Of your phone calls talking about whatever it is that you want to talk about. Today is for you. It's 323 CBS 1000 or 323
like pussyfoot around.
All
Let's
right.
get it started.
We'll just jump right in. Jan, you're on House Calls, the Big Brother Talk Show.
Hi.
Hi, Jan.
Okay, this here seems to be.
Seen it, that ain't live. Well, they were just dishing. That was Tuesday's edition. I thought they were on right now. Now I gotta wait till they post it to see it. Well, little news maybe. Little sports, Olympics. The jihad predicted for tomorrow. Billionaires stage coup against Bush. Well, that is good. Which one? There's only one billionaire on our side. George Soros. Oh, well, you gotta believe all the other billionaires are for Bush. Cheney makes sense, comes out against the federal ban on gay marriage, only because his daughter's gay, but he instantly got people yelling at him from his own party. Pool and bowling may be added to the next Olympics. Bob Dylan is going to reveal how many roads a man must walk down. Krispy Kreme is giving free donuts to kids that do well in school, confronting the childhood obesity problem. Some guy put his baby on there to be photoshopped. That guy's real secure with his family. He's gonna come back with some hate pictures. Alrighty, karaoke. Okay. This could be nasty though. I got big choices today. Favorites, no. Folders, I'm all over it. I can get it. I'll find this sucker. All I'm about today is karaoke and him come in. Mustang Sally, oh shit yes. Oh yeah, okay, we can dig it. Here we go, some soul in honor of the man. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a man, a woman, or a girl. You see, man made the cause. You see, man made the cause to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made electric sights to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world, man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl. You gonna sing with me?
Now the book was a lot of stuff, but this is more than I can take.
Man thinks about a little bitty baby girl and our baby boys. Oh, he's pissed. Man makes him happy, 'cause man makes him the toys. And every man makes everything he can. You know, man makes the money to buy from other man. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, not one little thing, without a woman or girl. He's lost in the wilderness. He's lost in bitterness. He's lost. Man thinks about a bitty baby girl and a baby boy. Man makes him happy, 'cause man makes him toys. This is a man's. Yeah, this is a man's world. It'd be nothing without a woman or a girl. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl.